Putting depends on your body shape, ability, and putter choice. Even in this type of putting, it depends on the putting green speed, body condition, and psychological condition of the day. The putting depends on the green speed and psychological state of the day, rather than on the body's condition. The most important thing in putting is swim strength. Always strike with the same force. In the process of putting, psychological conflict that the distance will be too low and the distance will be too low will be weakened due to strong swim strength. The result of such puts was long and short in distance, and short distance is unpredictable. You must always strike the same intensity of strength. Take it with a confident putt. A confident one-time mistake can be corrected in the next putt. For putting, distance in long puts is also important, but short puts in the whole cup are more important. In the case of long putting, for golfers with some basic skills, there is little difference between good and bad, depending on how good you are at short putting. It depends on whether you are good at putting or not. To take the swing of a putt slowly. 1. Hit the ball. 2. The more you use the outside of the club in the center of the club, the slower you can take your swing. 3. Hitting the wick. The secret to putting is definitely shot putting. Professional golfer says you should be bold in short putts. If you boldly hit a shot put, of course the ball goes straight and the ball goes into the whole cup. However, there is a difference between putting with professionals and short putting by amateur golfers. In the case of professional golfers, they are good at short putting, which does not deviate much from the whole cup. However, amateur golfers cannot play short distances. The majority of amateur golfers lack the technique of shortening the distance of putting. If the ball fails to get into the hole, there is a risk of 3 putting. The psychological pressure of an amateur golfer leads to a slow putt from a normal putting grip shot putting, resulting in a hook ball. The key to solving the problem of short putting is to distinguish between long putting and short putting. Long putts in the distance maintain and hit one's swim strength. And in the case of shot puts that must be put into the whole cup, he intentionally hits them with a slow putt as much as possible. It can escape the psychological pressure of a shot put. In the case of slow putting when using putting power grips, slice balls come out as opposed to hook balls used for normal putting grips. It is desirable to hit the front of the whole cup. However, in the case of a golfer who can't make it aimed at the front of a whole cup due to his technique or putter's choice, he or she can see his or her own composition. If the hook ball comes out using normal putting grips, report to the right side of the pin, and if the slice ball comes out using putting power grips, look to the left side of the pin. Short putting is also important if you are good at putting, but it is useless if you don't know the speed of the green that day. The putting grip speed should be well understood. A golfer who plays well on a slow green may miss a fast green. And a golfer who plays well on a fast green may miss a slow green. A good way to adapt to green speed is to look at the distance and hit it. But there is a way to change the grip to green speed. Putting, which sees and hits longer distances, is not easy to make your swing size bigger. And when the swing size gets bigger, the ball's composition comes out. When it comes to putting, the use of putting grips or putting powered grips that always slow swing is not always the best grip. If the green speed is slow, take the shaft short. Use a baseball grip or use a power grip. For golfers with weak wrist strength, such as women, it is also good to use straight putters or regular grips.